conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And it's third. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
And here's Watson on the keeper. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
The 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
7-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Down and 10.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
He's taken out of bounds.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Texans 3, Ravens 0.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the press. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. With it is Brown. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that? And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. 26. 10.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
An option run here for Watson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Wrap. Switch.
On 2nd down, Johnson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down.
58 to Mike.
Now Milan, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Watson on 3rd down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Watson, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones as the first half is winding down, and the Texans have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Texans 10. Ravens.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He'll try and run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
Jackson on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun. Jackson, flush to his right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, Jackson flushed out right. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Jackson will keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
To second and goal.
Bridgewater with a keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Teddy Bridgewater keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Score, Ravens 17, Texans 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on. Already, come on, let's go. 58, right over there, yeah.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Watson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Texans first down.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh, okay.
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeat.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kalen Ballage taking it in. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
The game at 17.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards on the ground.
And a Raven first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
To Marquise Brown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 56 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24. Set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Again, the ball carrier. Zach Cunningham on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Here's Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Jackson.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Texans' 36-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing now is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Today's final score.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
nature, Alice automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.